So today we're hosting the Event Leaders event at SXS HQ, middle of the coronavirus crisis. No one can leave their homes, so it's a slightly weird experience of us going live in 35 minutes, but there being just me here and a technician at the other end of the warehouse, maintaining social distance. I thought I'd do a slightly nerdy backstage techie video of how this system's gonna work and how we're using Intelligo for the stream today. Got some sound. So, presentation. Firstly, welcome to SXS HQ. This is one of our many warehouses. And what we've set up here is a couple of big 85-inch LCD LCD TVs here. These are UHD screens, so really, really high resolution. They look wicked on camera, and we can treat them like like print graphics, which is really good. So if you look there now, it just looks like a print graphic behind me, but it's actually a video screen. Got two screens, one for my branding, one for any presentations I need to do. And then I'm the anchor for this, so it means that I'm kind of like being a news presenter. So I'm sitting in the studio here, and each presenter is either streaming in or we're playing back their presentations that have been pre-recorded. And while they're doing that, I'll be listening, taking notes, and then at the end, I'll be doing live Q&A with them. So what I see in front of me here is an array of screens. They're just being fired up now. One is my live video feed to Zoom, so I can see them while they can see me. The screen below is QLab. That's our playback system, which plays back the presentations. So I can see what our technician here is going to be queuing up for the next presentation. Next one is Slido. If you haven't worked with that before, it's a really cool messaging app for live events where people can ask questions, they can vote on things, and I can see the questions people are asking live as we're going through the presentations. This is with the program feed. That means that's what the audience is seeing on their live stream from their living rooms or home offices or whatever. So I can check to see what they're seeing. There'll be some latency on that, but it's good that I can know how it's looking and feeling at their end. Then over here, I've got a live camera feed as well, because I want to make sure that the white balance and so on is right for me. It kind of gives me reassurance as a presenter that the system's working as it should and that things look and sound right. So I sit here on this stool. I can see this gallery of screens of everything that's happening throughout the whole system. Of course, I could disregard some screens and just look at the Q&A screen if I wanted to. I'm quite interested to see how everything looks and feels as the show goes on, so I can kind of get a feedback loop and I can learn in the process myself. If I was a pure presenter, I'd probably only be interested in the Slido screen there. So that's the setup here. It's all being streamed out online. We're using Intelligo, which is a platform that the team from SXS developed in-house. And that allows the people at the audience side to go to a website, type in a 3-word password, then they're live. And on the Intelligo screen, they also have a question section. In fact, here it is right now. So that's a live feed. Here you can write questions. We can also do polls. So the users simply go to this website and they get that in a very, very cut down form. So one thing we've learned with this product development of live event streaming and building Intelligo is that achieving simplicity can be really complex. What we've got here is actually a really, really fiddly AV setup, but to distill that down to a stream which is very concise, exactly what you need and what you don't, is quite complex and technically sophisticated. To build a website that's as clean as this is a lot of work, to turn off all the functionality, make it so the users don't have to get involved in calibrating and setting up and usernames and passwords, very complex. But what it means is that your audiences can get in front of the content very effortlessly, and they can do it on any computer that's got a internet connection, and in terms of processing power, as long as it can play YouTube, you've got enough processing power to run Intelligo. So great setup here, and I definitely think this is likely to be the future of a lot of remote conferences. Indeed, I think for the work that SXS do, we're going to be pitching this kind of concept to pretty much every conference we do, because event organizers are going to be looking at how they can deal with another potential lockdown and still maintain continuity for their events, and also mean they're still delivering for the people that have bought tickets from them. If you want to learn more about this stuff, please get in contact. This is kind of early stage developments for us, so we're really keen to get new briefs in, play around, mock some stuff up, see what works, adjust the system, and listen to what the marketplace wants from these systems. I'd love to hear more from you. Please get in contact. My email is johnny@sxsevents.co.uk.